morning dear students. So today I am going to discuss about nursing management of patient with renal and urinary disorders. So in this chapter first I am going to discuss about urethritis. So before in this chapter already I have discussed a few disorders. So in that again now I am going to discuss another disorder, that is urethritis. So this is the classification of UTI. So this disorder is classification of UTI, that is the bacterial urethritis. So first we will see the definition of urethritis. So it is an inflammation of urethra and it is a bacterial or viral infection. So it is causes swelling and irritation of urethra. So what is the definition of urethritis? It is an inflammation of urethra due to microorganisms. So due to bacteria or viral. So due to these two there is a chance to get urethritis. So we will see what are those bacterial. So that is the cytomegalovirus, next herpes simplex virus. So due to these microorganisms there is a chance to get urethritis. So how it is causes? Swelling and irritation of urethra. So this is the definition of urethritis. So next we will see the causes of urethritis. First one is cytomegalovirus and second one is trichomonas and third one is Neisseria gonorrhea, next herpes simplex virus. So these are the virus leads to the urethritis. So first one is cytomegalovirus. Due to this virus there is a chance to get urethritis, bacterial urethritis, and second one is trichomonas. Trichomonas, this is also one type of cause, it leads to the urethritis, and third one is Neisseria gonorrhea. So this is also one type of virus, it causes the urethritis, and next herpes simplex virus. So these are the viruses causes of urethritis, bacterial urethritis. So next we will see the clinical pathophysiology of urethritis. So how it is causing? So we will see the flowchart of pathophysiology. First it is entering the bacteria way to urethra. So what are those bacteria? We have discussed in causes. So due to this cytomegalovirus, next trichomonas, due to this virus there is a chance to get inflammation where in urethra. So first it is entering the bacteria to urethra and it leads to the inflammation of urethra. So this is the pathophysiology of urethritis. So next we will see the clinical manifestation of urethritis. So the patient may have dysuria. Dysuria means there is a painful urination. Next, frequent urination also may be present in the patient. Next, due to this infection there is a chance to get fever, and next thing, burning sensation. So whenever the patient is passing the urine, so the patient may get burning sensation also, and next thing, itching and swelling also may be present, and weakness also. So these are the clinical manifestation of urethritis. So next we will see the diagnostic evaluation. Till now we have discussed urethritis definition and its causes, and the pathophysiology of urethritis and clinical manifestation of urethritis. Now we will see the diagnostic evaluation. So by seeing the clinical manifestation, which type of diagnostic findings the doctor will advise, that thing now we will see. So in diagnostic evaluation there are few steps are there. First one is history collection and physical examination. So in history collection, by collecting the history of the patient, the doctor can identify the problems. So the presence of. So we have seen diagnostic evaluation. In diagnostic evaluation, how they are going to do the, how they are going to identify the patient problems. So by collecting history collection and by doing physical examination. So in history collection, there are by collecting present history of illness and past history of illness, and next thing there are two methods are there, that is subjective method and objective method. Through subjective, the patient, in subjective method what we can identify, the patient tells about her problems. So whatever she is with, what type of problem she is suffering, so that thing she will complain to the doctor. So that thing we can see in subjective data. And suppose if the patient is having fever and if she is having any pain, that she will tell that I am having fever, I am having pain. So that thing, the complaints of patient, that where we can see in subjective method. So subjective data, and whereas seen in objective data, objective O indicates that observation. So the doctor will observe the patient to identify the problems. So by observation of the patient he can identify the problems. So these two methods we can see in history collection. So next, physical examination. In physical examination they will do the examine from head to foot. So by how they are going to do this physical examination, there are few steps are there. So that is assessing process, how it is, like inspection, palpation, percussion, auscultation. So by inspection, by observing with our eyes, so he can identify the problems of the patient. And by palpation, so by palpating the patient, so they can identify any abnormalities present or not, so any mass present or not. So that thing they can observe by a palpation. So next, percussion. So through percussion they will identify the bowel sounds, whether they will see bowel sound, and next they will see the any accumulation of fluid is present or not. And next thing, auscultation. In auscultation they will listen the heart sounds through stethoscope, whether it is normal or not. So these things they can do in physical examination. So by collecting history collection, by doing physical examination, they can identify the patient problems. So next, go for urine analysis. So here in urine analysis there are few investigations are there, that is complete urine examination. So they will go for complete urine examination. So whether in complete urine examination they will see the pus cells, whether it is loaded or not, and next thing, red blood cells, so whether it is increased or not. So to identify that they will go for complete urine examination. And next thing, urine culture. So to identify sensitive of microorganism, so to identify those things they will go for urine analysis. So next thing, CBP, complete blood picture. So mostly whomever that infection is occurring, so the patient may have the increased WBC count. So to identify that count, whether it is increased or not, for that purpose they will go for complete blood picture. In complete blood picture they will see the percentage of hemoglobin and platelet count, and mostly they will observe the WBC count. So whether it is increased or not, so they can see in, that is in complete blood picture. So next thing, digital rectal examination. So by after doing these investigations they will go for digital rectal examination. So the patient may have, in clinical manifestation we have seen that patient may have swelling or itching. So to identify that may be discharge also present. So to identify that they will go for digital rectal examination. So next thing, after seeing this diagnostic evaluation, so by seeing the microorganisms, so depend on the which is susceptible for this condition. So depend on that microorganisms, the doctor will go for medical management. So in medical management, antibiotic therapy. So depend on this microorganisms, they will advise the medicine. So suppose, so exactly now we cannot know that which type of microorganism is occurring. So in causes we have seen, it may be reason for that urethritis, that thing we have seen in causes, but after seeing the patient condition, so depend on the microorganism, they will go for antibiotic therapy. So first one is sulfamethoxazole. So it may be one type antibiotic, and metrozine. So these two are the antibiotic medicine, they will advise for urethritis mostly, and depend on the microorganisms, bacterial, that thing after seeing those things only they will advise. And next thing, we have completed now diagnostic evaluation, medical management, and next we will go for nursing management. In nursing management, we have seen how we will see how the nurse will take care of the patient in the hospital and how she will give health education. So that thing we can see. In the nursing management, as a nurse, she has to take care of the patient in the hospital, and she has to check the vitals, and she has to check the intake output chart. So, and as well as she has to educate the patient about diet and which type of diet the patient has to take. So, which one is good for patient health, that thing the nurse has to explain. So, next thing, she has to encourage the patient to take more oral fluids to prevent infection, and as well as she has to tell the patient to maintain personal hygiene. So, to maintain personal hygiene, how to maintain that thing she has to explain, and she has to give health education regarding personal hygiene by showing pictures. And next thing, she has to, the patient may have fear and anxiety. So, to prevent that fear and anxiety, so the nurse has to explain, she has to educate the patient regarding the nature of illness, not only to the patient and their family members also. Why? To prevent fear and anxiety. So, next thing, the nurse has to tell the patient, so how many times they have to take medicine per day, and how long they have to use, and how they have to come for regular checkup, after how many days they have to come for regular checkup. That thing the nurse has to explain to the patient and their family members. And next thing, and about diet pattern, about sleep pattern. So, those things the nurse can tell the patient in the hospital. So, that thing we have seen in nursing management. So, till now we have completed the urethritis topic. So, by nursing management and completed urethritis topic. So, now whatever I have discussed till now, one more time I will summarize that. First thing I have discussed urethritis. So, urethritis, it is the classification of UTI. UTI means urinary tract infection. So, what is the definition of urethritis? That is inflammation of urethra due to presence of bacterial or viral infection. Due to that, there is a chance to get urethritis. That thing we came to know in definition. Next thing, how it is causing. So, due to which type of microorganisms, due to which type of bacterial, that thing we have seen in causes. So, after complete the causes, we have seen pathophysiology. We have discussed pathophysiology. So, how it is entering to the patient. So, that thing we have seen in flow chart step by step. And next thing, we have seen clinical manifestation. After occurring urethritis patient, which type of clinical manifestations present, that thing we have seen. So, by seeing clinical manifestation in diagnostic evaluation, mostly the doctor which type of investigations they will advise, that thing we have seen. So, by seeing that results, the doctor which type of treatment he will give, that thing we have seen. And next thing, after complete everything medical management, as a nurse, how she will take care of the patient in the hospital, and how she will educate the patient, and not only the patient, their family members regarding the condition. So, that thing we have seen in nursing management. So, we completed now urethritis. Thank you.